Assalamu alaikum everyone once again. I hope life is being good on your side. Ramzan is not troubling you. Here I am once again with another lecture from the series called English Language Learning. Um, the second lecture will shed light upon the importance of listening. Definitely, listening is one of the pillars for learning effective English language in particular and any language in general. Well, here you can see several headings. One is listening and input different from hearing. The other one is two common mistakes. And finally, a golden tip that I will uh, reveal to you people at the end of this lecture. And this lecture is not going to be more than 10 or 12 minutes maximum. Well, so first let us focus upon listening as an input, as you can see in this heading. Well, listening is an input. It is said about listening that if you want to become a good speaker, you have to become a good listener first. Okay, this is commonly often quoted maxim in favor of the importance of listening for learning a new language. And I would say the same thing. Okay, and I know that you people will 100% agree with me on this. Okay, because listening is an important skill. So listening is an input. Let us focus now on this part of listening. Yes, it is an input. Just like any machine cannot produce an output without input, in the same case, spoken English cannot be improved without improving listening, because listening is an input which will have an output in the form of speaking. Now, if this input is substandard, low quality, okay, is not of good quality, definitely, okay, your speaking skills will be of low quality, will be substandard, and vice versa. I can here draw a quick analogy of listening with fuel. For example, you have a bike and you fill it with some substandard low quality fuel. What would happen? What do you think? Just guess. Yes, definitely. Definitely your guess, your thinking is right that your engine, the bike engine will degenerate with the passage of time. The bike engine will be affected. But if you fill it with high quality standard fuel, what will happen? The Yes, again you're right in your guess, in your thinking, in your likely answer that the engine will be in healthy state. Okay, it will work perfectly. Are you getting me? In the same manner, if your listening skills are up to the mark, naturally your speaking skills will be standard, will be just top notch. That is how I would put it. Moving ahead, I think I have clarified, okay, how listening is an input and how important it is an input, because nothing can be there without input. You have to put in some efforts, you have to give an input to have an output, and is an input so an output. Jaisa input vaisa output, is an input so an output. You can also put it this way. This is the exact literal translation of जैसा करोगे वैसा भरोगे. So different from hearing, there is, now you can see the other excuse me, you can see this heading uh, with yellow background. Different from hearing. Yes, listening is definitely different from hearing. Hearing is any sound that reaches your ears. That is hearing. You may or may not pay attention to it. Like for example, we hear a lot of things, even when we are sitting in our room. Okay, but we don't pay attention to it. That is hearing. But listening is an active activity, is an engaging activity. You have to engage your cognitive faculties at the time of listening. Okay, So it is different from hearing, but most people now, that is also clear, very simple, nothing, no rocket science. It does not take a genius to understand this, to simply see this thing, that hearing and listening are two different things. Now, two common mistakes. What are the two common mistakes that a lot of learner while learning a language, and English language in particular, make? What are those two common mistakes? Number one is that they take hearing for listening. That is, they confuse hearing with listening. They think that they are listening, but in reality they are not listening, they are just hearing. They are passive listener. Passive listener are also very near to hearing. That is what I would say, and this is how I would put it. Because if you listen passively, it's like just information are coming, but you are not absorbing it, you are not processing it actively. Okay, uh, you just let it into your mind, and then it goes out. It's like in Pashto we say, but I will translate it, that okay, information goes into one of your ears, and then it leaves, okay, through another of your ear. So this is the common mistake which a lot of learners make while learning a particular language. So you should avoid this mistake. You should not confuse listening with hearing. That is why I clarified the difference between learning and hearing, okay, in the first place, so as to make you understand, so as to tell you people that that don't ever don't ever go for hearing when you are trying to learn a language. The second mistake is that intermittent listening. Intermittent listening is the second commonly seen mistake that a lot of learners do. Now, you may ask what is meant by intermittent. Intermittent means, I will clarify it through an example because that would do it. For example, I am watching a video on YouTube or on any other platform, which, okay, the duration of that video is, for example, 10 minutes, and I listen to that video attentively for the first 2 minutes, and for another 2 minutes, okay, I go on a mental vacation. This is how I would put it. By mental vacation, I mean I divert my attention towards something else away from the video, and after 2 minutes I come back to the video. Okay, that is now 4 minutes have gone by. The first 2 minutes I was listening to the video attentively, and the next 2 minutes I was doing something else. Yeah, I had put my mind to something else, and then I came back, and once again I started listening to that video attentively for another, for example, 2 or 3 minutes, and then my mind diverts towards something else. That is called intermittent listening. Now, the disadvantage, the downside of this intermittent listening is that you lose the context. Uh, you are unable to connect with the speaker. Okay, so you should also avoid this mistake. Now, coming to the golden tip. What is the golden tip that can improve your listening skills? Because improved listening skills definitely automatically means improved speaking skills. I know I should not misguide you. That is why I'm also adding this line, that listening is not the only factor which can help you learn language effectively, but it is one of the factors. If ignored, okay, no matter how much efforts you put in learning a new language, you will not go very far in learning that language. So its importance is in its place. Okay, so now what is the golden tip? The golden tip is, whenever you watch a movie, a video, okay, think, imagine that the speaker is talking to you. The speaker is asking you a question, or the speaker is a question from me. Imagine, presuppose that the speaker is talking to me, and then once you get yourself into that mindset, what will happen is that you will actively listen to that speaker till the end, the way you people listen to me, okay, throughout this lecture. I expect that from you at least. Well, with that, the lecture comes to an end. I know there was nothing very special about it. It's like I just aid your memory about, okay, the importance of listening skills and learning a new language. But somehow I think, I know if it's a boring, if it looks boring, let it be. But this is truth. Okay, truth is still beneficial even if it's boring. Okay, even if it does not, if even if you cannot draw any pleasure from it. Okay, so this is what I wanted to say in the end. Thank you very much for your inquisitiveness and active listening. Okay, because this is the direct implication, this is the direct result of my lecture, the direct impact of my lecture, that you people have been listening to me very attentively. And I hope that from now onward, after listening to this, after attending this lecture, after listening to this video, you people will try your best to listen attentively to a person who is speaking to you. Or for example, if you're watching a movie, you will do you will follow the tip which I shared with you at the end of this video. Yes, it's getting prolonged. Thank you very much for your inquisitiveness. I am indebted. Take great care of yourself. Till then, uh, until then, goodbye. We are going to meet soon for another lecture. Thank you once again.